now, you've been waiting for this. You've had, a long day. You've been partying too hard, too much alcohol. Let's bring more bodies in here because we'll be sharing with you about what we're building out the Sandbox Open Metaverse. Let's bring more people in here. It's packing some energy, and we'll be sharing with you what's going to be happening in the Sandbox. So in the next 15 minutes, I'm not going to do a sales pitch. I'm not even going to be selling you more shit. I'm really going to be telling you how we're creating more vision, more volume, and more value in the Metaverse, because I'll tell you why. I've had an effing hot day today because I just put a do not resuscitate on my mother this morning, and I'm here because I believe in what we're co-building right here in the Open Metaverse. So, in the next 14 minutes, because I'm my mother's daughter, and she is in ICU right now, and I'm here because I truly believe in what we're co-creating today. So, let's get started. The Metaverse, I think many of us already know what this is, but I'm still going to go through and tell you why it's so important for us to engage in the Metaverse, because the true digital natives are coming of age and they're already amongst us. They're working, they're living amongst us. And so that is why we have to engage with them. I don't know if this is an accurate statistic, because I can tell you that I spend 19 hours on my mobile device every day, because every time I check, it always says you've been on for 19 hours a day. So this is also why we truly believe in the Sandbox Open Metaverse, that what we want to do is take a mobile-first strategy, because most of us, anyone here with no cell phone, please raise your hands. Okay, point taken. And most of us today don't just want to be sold to. We don't just want to be passive consumers. We want to be creators. 75% of Gen Z want to be creators, and all of you are already creators, because you are taking a video, you're posting it, you're on YouTube, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok. You are already a creator. And don't just take my word for it. Statistics show that we spent over $40 billion on non-fungible tokens in 2022. So the Metaverse is set to grow at a pace of 60% into a $5 trillion industry. Again, what is the Metaverse? I'm not going to go through this in great depth, but Matthew Ball says it's going to be a massively scaled, interoperable, real-time, 3D virtual world experienced synchronously with an unlimited set of users, individual sense of presence with history, entitlements, objects, communications, payments. We'll do a quiz at the end. But what I really want to say is that we're already living the Metaverse. It's not about the Oculus. It's not about buying more shit. We're already here living the Metaverse because we are already subscribing to digital worlds. We are already living our lives digitally. Here's a little sneak peek of what you can expect to see in the Sandbox. Let's push up the volume, please, gentlemen. Let's go.
Wow, crazy stuff.
Kinda like it though. What is this?
Duh, just a sad monkey.
It's an ape, not sad, bored.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever? Watch out! Okay, a bit too much.
We get them rehearsing for part 2.
Whoa.
Huh?
A portal? I dig it!
Oh my god.
Wow!
Woo! Ouch!
Good shit, nephew.
No way! Paris Hilton!
Oh, they let children in here!
Yeah, it's a birthday, can't you see?
Makes total sense!
You don't get it, do ya?
Who cares? Let's go!
With those 5 words, let's effing go, people. So I'm going to skip through some of these slides and really take you to what it is that we're trying to build out. We're trying to co-create a Web3 space, which is really about your identity, your ownership, greater interoperability, and greater immersion. We're going to break it down. What is it that we do at Smobler? Just as we had at a successful Nova event 2 or 3 days ago, what we really want to do is to bring worlds together. We partner with Unstoppable, Sandbox, Ledger, Clay Nation, as well as a host of community partners to bring worlds together. Really, we started over the pandemic because we realized that there was a need to bring creators into the space, to create a space where you own your data, you own the assets that you create, because we're already putting so much of our lives online. So what we have done at Smobler is that we bring legacy brands onto the space into a community-driven platform where you can build and own and monetize your digital assets on the blockchain. We have 3 verticals of businesses: the Metaverse builds, digital experiences like 2049, as well as building GameFi. If you want to find out more, go speak to Kieran at the back. He's a handsome gentleman with a man bun. He's our GameFi expert. And if you want to talk to us about building up metaverses, go speak to Sharon. She's in her purple hair. Don't just take my word for it. These are all the clients that we've brought on board, from the Singapore government to the Bhutanese government to Airbus to a host of other brands like DBS, etc. So we truly believe in building a betterverse, and what we mean is by sticking to our ideals of inclusion, diversity, access, equity, leadership, love, sustainability. But more than that, what we aim to do is to show you today some of the case studies. It's not just more shit that I'm selling you, but we are really wanting to tell you what it is that we have actually done. We've actually successfully brought the first non-profit into the metaverse. So by so doing, we wanted to democratize crypto philanthropy so that we don't always have to go for old money, but we could also open up philanthropy to a younger generation that want to give. We've also set up the first Sandbox Academy in Singapore, and we're looking and hoping to do more collaborations. So if any one of you want to collaborate with us, please come speak with us at the end of the 7 minutes. We also have a History initiative where I truly believe, as a woman founder, that I really want to teach women how to voxel. By teaching them how to voxel, we're truly unlocking and getting them to understand digital asset creation, ownership, getting them interested in financial literacy and hopefully financial empowerment at a younger age, since you're already going to be playing games anyway. Again, if you're interested in that, go speak with Sharon. She's in the purple hair. I think people are already walking up to my team to talk to them. We've also garnered a $700,000 contract from the Singapore government because we truly believe in accessibility, and we're building out an accessibility park for all our users. Why? Because I truly don't think that Stevie Wonder is a Stevie Wonder because he's a one-off. Many of us who have disabilities don't get a chance to become superstars, and that's exactly why we truly believe that we need to create accessibility, because children can't be what they can't see. So we need to enable worlds where people can truly be who they are. If you want to show up in a cane and a wheelchair in our metaverse, you should absolutely be able to do that. We also created the first wedding in the metaverse, and we had Sebastian Bourget, the CEO of the Sandbox, to officiate the wedding. And this has garnered a lot of news. So again, don't take my word for it. Google Sandbox, wedding, Smobler, and you'll find out a lot about that. We also brought Clay Nation, and Clay Nation is the biggest project on the Cardano chain. And because we are constantly pushing the margins and frontiers of interoperability, we actually brought Clay Nation onto the Sandbox platform, and we're building out their world. The founders are here, so if you want to speak to them, come speak with us at the end of the room later, and we can actually organize a meetup. We also created our own game, Everest. Again, Kieran is probably the best person to speak to. So what we did was we created our own in-house game on the Sandbox platform, and how we made it special was that instead of just creating another sticky game, challenging game, and fun game, which it obviously is, we also added in an educational element that got people to understand about the Sherpa people, about climate change, about conservation, making a meaningful game and generating vision, value, and volume as we go. Again, I think what we did was quite revolutionary, and that in a short span of time for a GameFi game, we actually was able to capture 10,000 unique players in a span of 2 weeks. Again, if you want to find out how we did it and want to collaborate with us, go speak to Kieran at the back of the hall. Let me just give you a sneak preview of Everest. Let's go. You can turn up the volume again, please. a bunch of other really cool games, including bringing the entire Bhutanese government onto the Sandbox platform. So here's a sneak little preview of Bhutanverse. Because we are definitely exploring how we can take the Metaverse into also more realms of the worlds that we're already exploring. And finally, one other project I'm going to share with you about in the last 2 minutes is that we've also taken a best-selling NFT project called Chen into the Sandbox Metaverse. And we're also going to be co-creating a lot more fantastic projects, including sponsoring our National Day Parade in Singapore, as well as a Play for Good, where we took over the entire P Center, which will be coming down the next 150 days. And we've turned it into a space for gaming, for youth culture, for lots of exciting things where we encourage all of you to go try out hands-on experiences at P Center as we take over this entire space before it gets torn down. So just in the last 2 minutes to tell you a little bit more about the Sandbox, we are, of course, a trusted partner of the Sandbox and the first investee company in this part of the world. And what we aim to do together is to empower all of you, creator generation, to build new forms of experiences based on true digital ownership, because we put so much of our lives there. Just think about it. It is really like having trains without owning the train tracks. So if you want to have better access to your own ownership and agency, the thing to really think about is how do you begin to envision a world with true digital asset creation and ownership. So, and in the Sandbox, in the last 90 seconds, we really aim to create a unique culture, because we truly believe that culture is what unites us. We want to create interesting experiences that is relevant to you, created by you, owned by you, and that's why it's on the blockchain. We create real-world economy and create interesting content. So together, we hope that you would come on board, co-create with us. There's a little bit more video here, but I'm going to skip through this. We can actually co-create worlds like social hubs, dance clubs, concerts, games, work sessions, etc. And also, Sandbox has already launched its self-publishing. So I'm just going to talk through this really quickly in the next 40 seconds. But really what I want to encourage all of you to do is to come on board, have a conversation with us, because it always starts with a conversation, so we can start playing, discovering, creating business together, creating communities together, and co-creating a bigger and brighter world together. So my last 30 seconds, come party with us. You can party with Snoop and Gucci. And we truly believe in the open metaverse that we really want to put creativity first. It's about value creation, not value extraction. It's about giving value to all of you. You know, the only two industries that use the word users are the technology industry and the drug industry. So we really want to change that. We don't want you to be just users. We want you to be community. We also want to reward you and have you embrace the non-fungible token or digital collectible culture, because we truly believe this is the future. So with that, I just want to leave you a little short note to never, ever, ever doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world, because I truly believe it really is the only thing that ever has. So let's build a Metaverse together with vision, volume, and value. Thank you. Have a wonderful Token 2049. Thank you.